Have you ever stood in a supermarket, looking at a plastic-wrapped bundle of herbs, and felt nothing? Or maybe you've dreamed of a garden, but the image in your head is one of endless weeding, battling pests, and a constant, thirsty demand for water. What if I told you there's another way? A way of gardening that doesn't fight nature, but collaborates with it. A space that isn't just a source of food, but a sanctuary for the soul. This isn't about replicating a perfect Instagram post. It's about rediscovering an ancient rhythm, a way of living that is both profoundly generous and beautifully resilient. Picture this. It's a warm morning. You step outside, not to a chore, but to a refuge. The air is scented with lavender and the earthy aroma of sun-warmed stone. You snip a few sprigs of rosemary for the potatoes roasting indoors. Pluck a sun-ripened fig that's still warm to the touch, and your fingers come away sticky and sweet. This is your kitchen courtyard. It's your outdoor pantry, your living room, your art studio, and your therapist's office, all rolled into one. It's a place where beauty is not separate from utility, but deeply, intrinsically woven into it. This vision is rooted in a timeless tradition, the heart of the Mediterranean home. For centuries, from the whitewashed villages of Greece to the rustic farmhouses of Tuscany and the patios of Spain, the courtyard garden has been the center of life. It's where families gather, where food is grown, where stories are told, and where the harsh afternoon sun is softened by the dappled shade of a grapevine. It's a design philosophy born of necessity, honed by generations into a perfect balance of form and function. And the best part? This isn't a privilege reserved for those living on the coast of Sicily. The principles of the Mediterranean kitchen courtyard can be adapted to backyards, patios, and even balconies, almost anywhere. It's about creating a microclimate of abundance and tranquility. Over the next while, we're going to journey deep into the secrets of designing this kind of space. We'll move beyond just what to plant and delve into the why and the how, the foundational ideas that create not just a garden, but a lasting, living ecosystem that feeds your body and your heart. So pour yourself a glass of something cool, and let's begin. Section 1. The philosophy. Cultivating resilience, not just plants. Before we ever put a plant in the ground, we need to talk about the soil of our intentions. The first and most crucial secret of a lasting Mediterranean garden isn't a specific plant or a piece of furniture. It's a mindset. It's the philosophy of resilience. In the Mediterranean basin, resources aren't taken for granted. Water is precious. Soil can be thin and rocky. The sun is relentless. And so, over millennia, a culture of gardening emerged that doesn't see these conditions as limitations, but as guiding principles. This is the heart of climate-resilient gardening. We're not trying to create an English cottage garden with its thirst for water and rich soil. We're creating a system that thrives on what it has, that becomes more robust with challenge, not more fragile. This philosophy translates into a deep respect for the elements. We work with the sun, using its path to dictate where we place shade structures and sun-loving herbs. We work with the water, understanding that every drop is a gift to be cherished and reused. We work with the soil, building its health so it can better hold that moisture and nourish our plants. This approach is the antithesis of the high-maintenance, chemical-dependent lawn. It's a move towards what's now trending as sustainable food forest design on a small, domestic scale. We're creating layered, self-sustaining ecosystems where plants support one another, where waste is composted back into life, and where the garden itself becomes a closed-loop, resilient organism. And in our modern, fast-paced world, this philosophy is a form of quiet rebellion. It's an embrace of slow-living garden principles. The Mediterranean kitchen courtyard forces you to be present. You can't rush a fig tree to ripen its fruit. You can't hurry the scent of jasmine to fill the evening air. This garden operates on nature's time, not on the frantic pace of a notification-filled world. Tending to it becomes a mindful practice. The act of pruning the rosemary, of checking the soil moisture with your fingers, of harvesting your daily greens, these aren't chores. They are rituals. They ground you in the physical, tangible world, offering a profound antidote to the digital abstraction of our daily lives. So, as you dream and plan your space, I invite you to shift your thinking. Don't ask, how can I make this plot of land look pretty? Instead, ask, how can I help this piece of earth become its most resilient, abundant, and joyful self? When you start from this place of collaboration and respect, the design choices become clear, intuitive, and deeply satisfying. You're not just building a garden. You're cultivating a partnership with nature. This foundational mindset is what will carry your garden through droughts, heat waves, and the simple passage of time, allowing its beauty to deepen rather than fade with each passing year. Section 2. The Blueprint, Hardscaping the Soul of the Courtyard. Now, let's build the bones. In any great design, the structure is what gives it longevity and grace. In a Mediterranean garden, this structure is called hardscaping, the non-living elements, the paths, the walls, the seating, the pots. This is the stage upon which the living drama of your plants will unfold. And in the kitchen courtyard, hardscaping does more than just define space. It creates microclimates, tells a story, and captures the very soul of the Mediterranean aesthetic. The materials you choose here are paramount. Think local, think natural, think aged. We're seeking a sense of history, as if this garden has always been here, gently weathered by sun and rain. The quintessential material is, of course, terracotta. Terracotta garden design is more than a trend. It's a timeless choice. terracotta pots are porous, allowing the roots of your plants to breathe, preventing waterlogging, a key factor in drought-tolerant plants' health. But their beauty is in their imperfection. They develop a patina of white mineral deposits. They fade in the sun. They sometimes crack and are repaired, telling the story of the seasons they've endured. Beyond pots, consider terracotta tiles for pathways, or even a terracotta sink as a focal point. Then there's stone. Flagstone, gravel, and local rubble stone for walls are the bedrock of this style. A gravel path, for instance, is a brilliant water-wise gardening feature. It allows rainwater to percolate directly into the soil rather than running off, and it provides excellent drainage for the plants nestled along its edge. Now, let's talk about one of the most transformative elements, water. The sound of water is the soundtrack of the Mediterranean courtyard. It's not just for ornamentation. It's a crucial tool for creating a cool, humid microclimate. A simple, wall-mounted lion's head spout and mascaron, dribbling water into a stone trough, can lower the ambient temperature around it significantly. The sound masks urban noise, attracting birds and butterflies and bringing a profound sense of peace. This is a cornerstone of garden for well-being. You don't need a massive, expensive fountain. A small, recirculating pump in a reclaimed olive oil jar can create the same magical effect. The key is movement and sound. Finally, we must design for human life. This is an outdoor living space, an extension of your kitchen and your home. Create rooms within your courtyard, a dining area under a pergola, defined by a change in paving from gravel to stone. A solitary reading nook tucked into a shady corner with a comfortable, weather-resistant chair. An open, sunny area for your key potted herbs and vegetables. Use low walls for seating and arches to frame views and create a sense of journey and discovery. The goal is to make the space so inviting, so inherently functional and beautiful, that you are drawn into it not just to harvest, but to simply be. These hardscape elements are your garden's permanent poetry. They provide the structure that allows the soft, ephemeral beauty of the plants to truly sing. Section 3. The Plant Palette, a layered edible tapestry. With our stage set, it's time for the players, the plants. This is where the magic of edible landscaping truly comes to life. In a conventional garden, you might have a vegetable patch in one corner and ornamental flowers everywhere else. In the Mediterranean kitchen courtyard, that line is completely erased. Every plant is chosen for multiple reasons: for food, for fragrance, for beauty, for its ability to support the ecosystem. We are weaving a layered, edible tapestry. This isn't just planting. It's a form of three-dimensional painting where we consider height, texture, color, and scent through the seasons. Let's start from the ground up. The first layer is our living mulch and ground cover. Here, we use low-growing, sprawling herbs that are tough, aromatic, and beautiful. Creeping thyme forms a soft, fragrant mat that releases its scent when brushed against. Oregano spills over the edges of paths and walls. Chamomile can be used to create a lawn alternative that smells like apples when you walk on it. These plants suppress weeds, reduce water evaporation from the soil, and are always there for you to snip for the kitchen. This is a core principle of sustainable food forest design, covering bare soil with life. The next layer is our culinary cores, the bushy, medium-height plants that form the backbone of our culinary herb garden. This is the realm of rosemary, with its sculptural, upright forms and pine-like scent. Sage, with its soft, velvety gray-green leaves that are as ornamental as any flowering shrub. Lavender, a magnet for pollinators, its purple spikes providing structure and a timeless fragrance. Then we have the woody, shrub-like plants like bay laurel, which can be pruned into a beautiful, formal small tree, providing you with bay leaves for stews and roasts for years to come. Intersperse these with artichokes, whose stunning, architectural silvery foliage and magnificent purple flowers make them a superstar of edible landscaping. Now we reach for the sky. The vertical layer is where we create shade, privacy, and a sense of enclosure. This is the domain of climbing vines. A grapevine, trained over a pergola above your dining table, provides dappled shade in the summer, drops its leaves to let in the winter sun, and gives you the incomparable joy of harvesting your own grapes. A climbing rose, perhaps the ancient apothecary's rose, scrambles up a wall, its hips providing vitamin C in the winter. Jasmine or honeysuckle can be planted near a seating area to fill the evening air with an intoxicating perfume. And let's not forget the small trees. A fig tree, with its magnificent sculptural leaves, can be grown in a large pot or planted in the ground, offering sweet, honeyed fruit. A dwarf lemon or olive tree in a terracotta pot is the ultimate symbol of the Mediterranean garden. The final and most dynamic layer is our seasonal stars. These are the plants we rotate in and out, filling the gaps and providing continual harvest and color. In the spring, we plant tomatoes, eggplants, and peppers in the sunniest spots, often alongside our herbs, as many herbs act as natural pest deterrents. Nasturtiums, with their vibrant, edible flowers and peppery leaves, are allowed to tumble and roam. In the cooler months, we can grow kale, chard, and a variety of lettuces. The secret is to see these not as separate crops, but as integral parts of the tapestry, their changing colors and forms adding to the year-round interest and beauty of the space. Section 4. The Fresh Ideas Modern Twists on Ancient Wisdom. So we have the philosophy, the bones, and the plants. This is the classic foundation. But a living tradition doesn't stand still. It evolves. To make your Mediterranean kitchen courtyard truly yours, and to make it resonate in 2025, let's explore some fresh, innovative ideas that build upon this ancient wisdom. These are the touches that will personalize your space and push the concept of edible landscaping into exciting new territories. First, let's talk about the wild corner. While the classic Mediterranean garden can feel structured, there's a growing movement, a 2025 garden trend towards integrating a small, managed wild area. Dedicate a corner of your courtyard, perhaps behind the olive tree or along a back wall, to a pollinator pantry. Plant native, drought-tolerant flowering plants like echium, Viper's bugloss, and certain salvias. Let a patch of oregano or thyme flower profusely. This isn't messy. It's strategic. You are actively recruiting an army of bees, hoverflies, and ladybugs who will pollinate your vegetables and control pests for you, turning your garden into a truly self-regulating ecosystem. It's a burst of controlled, joyful chaos that adds a deep layer of ecological richness. Next, consider the night garden. We often design our gardens for daytime enjoyment, but the Mediterranean evening is when life truly comes alive outdoors. Create a sensory experience for the night. This means planting for fragrance that is released after the sun goes down. Night-blooming jasmine, moonflowers, and certain types of rosemary. Then, think about lighting. Instead of bright overhead lights, use small, solar-powered LED fairy lights woven through your grapevine pergola. Place a few lanterns with warm, flickering candles on your dining table and along pathways. The play of soft light and shadow on terracotta and stone creates an utterly magical, theatrical atmosphere, extending the usable hours of your courtyard and making every evening a special occasion. Another modern twist is the culinary and apothecary nook. Take your harvest beyond the kitchen. Create a small, dedicated station within your courtyard for processing your bounty. This could be a simple, rustic table with a marble top for rolling out pasta infused with your herbs, or for arranging flowers. Install a shelf above it for drying your own oregano, thyme, and chili peppers, hanging them in beautiful bunches. You can make small batches of rosemary salt, lavender sugar, or preserved lemons right here, in the heart of where the ingredients were grown. This turns your garden from just a source of ingredients into a true kitchen courtyard, a place of creation and craft, aligning perfectly with the slow living garden ethos. Finally, embrace technology wisely. The ancient practice of Mediterranean gardening can be beautifully supported by modern, smart water-wise gardening tech. A simple Wi-Fi-enabled irrigation controller can be a game changer. You can program it to water your pots and beds deeply in the very early morning, minimizing evaporation, and it can even automatically shut off when it senses rain. A small, discrete soil moisture sensor can take the guesswork out of watering, ensuring your plants get exactly what they need, precisely when they need it. This isn't about losing touch with your garden. It's about using tools to handle the repetitive tasks, freeing you up for the more joyful aspects of tending and enjoying your sanctuary. We've journeyed from the soil of our intentions, through the bones of stone and terracotta, into the lush, layered tapestry of plants, and onto the fresh, modern ideas that make this ancient style our own. But the ultimate secret, the final lesson of the Mediterranean kitchen courtyard, is that its greatest yield is not measured in kilos of tomatoes or bunches of herbs. The most abundant harvest is one of beauty, connection, and peace. This garden teaches you to see the world differently. You start to notice the subtle silver sheen on a sage leaf, the way the late afternoon sun backlights a fig leaf, turning it into a stained glass window of green and gold. A small, discreet soil moisture sensor can take the guesswork out of watering, ensuring your plants get exactly what they need, precisely when they need it. This isn't about losing touch with your garden. It's about using tools to handle the repetitive tasks, freeing you up for the more joyful aspects of tending and enjoying your sanctuary. It also reconnects you to your food in the most fundamental way. A tomato you've watched slowly blush from green to deep red on the vine, warmed by the same sun that warms you, tastes unlike anything you can buy. It tastes of time, of care, of sunshine. This connection is a form of grace. It's a quiet reminder of the simple, profound cycles of growth and decay, of effort and reward. So as you begin, or perhaps refine, your own kitchen courtyard, remember to be gentle with yourself and with your garden. It is a living entity, a collaboration. It will have its triumphs and its failures. Some plants will thrive, others will not. That's okay. Each season is a new chapter, a new opportunity to learn and to grow, not just as a gardener, but as a human being, creating a small pocket of resilience, beauty, and abundance in a chaotic world. Your Mediterranean kitchen courtyard is waiting to be born. It's a story written in stone, leaf, and fruit. A story of lasting beauty. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Now, go outside, feel the sun on your face, and imagine the possibilities.
Ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba.